Christianized Jeep-Adolfo apologetics. Christianized Jeep-Adolfo apologetics.
Trying to understand the differences.
Yep. So coming back to what you said, you thought there are two events in Matthew 24. Where did you get the two events from?
Well, because
there's a rapture and then the second coming. Where did you get that?
Well, I assumed that the coming was the rapture and the end of the age was like a second coming. Maybe I heard that. You know,
even
looking at it with those lenses.
let's assume the coming is the rapture. Where did you get that the coming is the rapture, and that's different with the end of the age? It's one and the same coming taking place at one and the same time. You have to separate the two. Why? Where does the text say to separate the two?
No, it doesn't say.
See?
And then over here it says, do you understand what for wherever the carcass is, the eagles will be gathered together?
Yep. What does he mean by that?
I'm asking you, what does he mean by that?
When you see eagles hovering,
mm-hmm.
What is that a sign of?
Death.
That means there's a dead body, right?
Death, yes.
And the eagles will then descend and devour that dead body, right?
Yes.
So what the Lord is saying is, you can discern when you see eagles hovering that there's a dead carcass somewhere that they're going to feed off of. So you should then be able to discern from the signs that I'm giving you that the end of the age, the destruction of Jerusalem, is near. That's his point. So when I see eagles hovering, there's a dead body somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus says, when you see these signs, no, the Lord is coming to destroy Jerusalem. It's very close.
Okay, so then following 32, is that the same era?
It's all the same period, culminating with the destruction of Jerusalem. That's why it says, this generation shall not pass away until all these things are fulfilled. The generation that will be witnessing the signs leading to the destruction of Jerusalem, they did not pass away. They did see it.
Okay.
Right? Because it says in Matthew 24:34, this generation shall not pass away until all these things be fulfilled. The generation witnessing the signs leading to destruction of the temple, right? Because that's how it started in Matthew 24.
I was thinking the generation of the fig tree or the rebirth of Jerusalem.
And where does the fig tree refer to the rebirth of Jerusalem?
Yeah. So that generation.
Laughing because of the people reading into the fig tree as a reference to Jerusalem. When the fig tree, what he means is, when you see that the fig tree is about to blossom, then you know the season for figs is at hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he means. When you see these signs, then you know the destruction of Jerusalem is at hand.
Okay.
So when I see, for example, on the fig tree, I see what's called taksh. That's knobs, right around harvest season. That tells me that this fig tree is going to now produce figs. So the taksh on the fig tree is a sign this is about to produce figs. What his point is, when you see these signs, just like if you see a sign that the fig tree is about to blossom, then you know harvest is near, right?
Yes.
So when you see these signs, know that the end of the age is near. The destruction of Jerusalem is near.
Okay. So was that the coming? So was that the coming
of Israel? I don't know.
Was that this? Sorry to cut you off. Was that the coming of the kingdom?
Yes. Christ begins. Yep. The coming of the kingdom is that the messianic kingdom begins at Jesus' ascension, exaltation, and the sign that he's ruling and his kingdom is at hand and he's established it is the destruction of Jerusalem and the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Because even Daniel, if you read it carefully, in Daniel 2:34 and 35, and Daniel 2:44, 45, it says the kingdom of the Messiah will be established during the reign of those empires, meaning Babylon, Medes, Persia, Greece, and Rome. where you're told by Daniel that the Messianic kingdom will be established during their reigns, during the time when these successive kingdoms are flourishing. And that's exactly what happened. Jesus begins reigning during the reign of Rome. Daniel 2, 34, 35, 44, 45. That's the stone made without human hands that smashes the statue that Nebuchadnezzar saw. And that stone is the kingdom that God establishes during that period, during that time. So that means the kingdom of God was established when Christ showed up, and when he ascended to sit on the throne, he began his messianic rule. And the sign that he's now ruling is that he destroyed Jerusalem and the temple, which is a sign he gave, because you rejected me, I'll reject you and the temple.
Thank you so much for that video clip. We really do appreciate your work. With that being said, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and head on over to their channel, get the numbers up for the glory of God. Make sure you check into the session as well. Watch the full length. I'll have the link down in the description box below. Also, thank you guys for your support. We got the PayPal and also the Trinity store down below. You might see a couple of the items down there. Go ahead and copy some gear and represent Christ the right way. Guys, remember to hit that notification bell for more clips like these in the future. And with that being said, my name is Jay, and all praise to the one true triune God. Amen.
Christianized Jeet Kune Do for apologetics.